Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my Chanel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan, and today we have a 2 bin strip thrift haul. So 2 separate bin strips combined into one thrift haul. You're currently watching me dig in the bins, and I did end up picking up this shirt actually. Something kind of crazy happened at the bins as well, so I wanted to get this video filmed, edited, and posted kind of soon to when it actually happened in real time. So that's part of the reason why I'm combining 2 separate bin strips for this thrift haul. Anyway, I'm going to dig in the bins a little bit more and then we will move on to the haul. Hi friends. Okay, so I know you've seen a few clips of the bins first, and I did a little voiceover where hopefully I told you that this is a combination of 2 bin strips. Before we get into all the fun things that I have for sale from these bin strips, I do want to chat with you about possibly one of the craziest things truly that I've ever seen happen at the bins. And I guess before we talk about it, before I just start telling you about it, I will show you because I did film several clips when this happened, and to say it was the weirdest combination of feelings, like all at once. I got that rush of adrenaline and my heart started pounding because I found something good, and then almost instantaneously, like you got that sick feeling in your stomach, like your stomach dropped out of the bottom of your body, of your soul, you know, like it was just a very weird mix of emotions all at once. And like I said, I'll just let the clips speak for themselves. So let me just step over and pop those in. Okay, so we're voicing over. This is a pair of vintage patent leather Prada slip-on sneakers that had the tongues completely cut. Here's somebody else is asking me if I need anything from the gas station. I'm just telling them, no, I'm fine. Moving on, pair of Gucci sneakers with the bees on them, leather, completely slashed. Absolutely slashed. Honestly, I didn't even know how to feel in this moment. Like, I was just in disbelief. Here's some Prada pointed toe patent leather pumps with the logos completely cut off the tongues and one of the straps cut. Next up, a pair of men's white spiky Louboutin sneakers, also slashed with a knife or a razor in multiple areas on each shoe. These shoes were so heavy, but other than the slashes that were cut in them, nothing wrong with them. These were the ultimate heartbreaker. Patent leather, knee-high Gucci boots, slit multiple times down the entire length of the boot. And guess what? They still had the paper inside of them because they had never been worn. Like, part of me just wanted to cry, and the other part was just like in shock. I don't even know. Like, by far, this probably would have been my best bins haul. Would have been the best bin I ever dug in for sure, but the universe had other plans, I suppose. Like I said, paper because they're still new and unworn. And I think I just said I'm shaking because oh, it was wild. Here's a Chanel flap. Yep, a caviar Chanel flap just sliced right off. Gucci checkbook. I think I'm saying I don't even know what to do. There's the paper from the boots. Yeah, it was a lot, this bins trip. Anyway, let's get back to current filming me. Yeah. So I'm sure I was voicing over in those clips too a little bit, but I'm not sure what I was able to get out. I do want to mention though that I was not the first person at this bin. This bin was entirely full of designer goods, clearly some of which were fake and some of which were real. All of the things that I showed you in the clips, I would bet 99.8% that they were authentic. So everyone at the bins was trying to figure out what the happened. Honestly, like we were all like, what is going on? No one had ever seen anything like that before. A few of the regulars and I were talking, and the consensus among us in that moment was that Goodwill did it. That Goodwill sent all of these things to their e-commerce. They got rejected as fakes, and then they destroyed them for some reason before they put them in the bin, or a rogue employee destroyed them before they came out. They saw this bin full of designer stuff that was going to come out onto the floor and said, not today, screw you guys, and destroyed it all. But literally that would be risking their job unless they were told to do so. So it's kind of hard to see someone risking their job like that. But those were the only two speculations or things that we could come up with. We couldn't figure out why Goodwill would, one, not want to make money on these things, and two, be destroying things that are real. And I did spend about 25 minutes or so debating if I should buy all of that damaged designer things or leave them there. And I ended up buying a few of them. I bought the two Gucci shoes. I bought these Gucci dark academia patent leather loafer boots that are in new condition. I know I probably said that in the little clip, but are we joking? Are we joking? They're literally like never walked in outside. They have the Gucci plaque right there, the size, the stamping, and this shoe even has the paper in it still, which shows someone was trying to sell it. And to me, this looks like a Goodwill e-commerce tag. This is all my opinion, all alleged, all speculation, because I have no hard facts about anything and I have no idea how this happened, but I don't know. I just don't know. To me, that looks like an e-com tag from Goodwill. And it looks like they tried to sell them for $480 on the 20th of February, 2020. And that's why I think people were speculating that these things were things that went to e-commerce and either didn't sell or didn't pass their authenticity checks. But no one could figure out why, if they were real and they tried to sell them and they didn't sell, that they wouldn't sell them at the bins and they would destroy them. So after I got home, after I was so upset, because I don't think I showed you in real time, This is slit all the way down the side of the boot. Both boots are like this. And these are absolutely stunning Gucci boots. When I got home and had a second to breathe, because finding all of these things, I mean, you saw the clip. I found a Chanel flap. I found this Gucci, checkbook case. This is absolutely real, just vintage, and for some reason, slit like that. I couldn't leave this there though, and another bins regular, John, came up to me and asked me if I thought these were real, and I said yes, and he showed me this. This entire shoe right here was cut, and after I said, yeah, I thought they were real, he asked me if I wanted them, and yes, obviously I want them. What? Yeah, I really truly at a loss for words, and I don't even know. They tried to destroy these worse than they actually did. I don't know if you can tell. There's a few slits here in the shoe along the side. Same over here. Scrapes to the leather. They didn't go all the way through like they did on this one, but absolutely, these Gucci shoes are 100% authentic. They're absolutely real. And for the life of me, again, look at it. Look. All kinds of, it's like they messed them up as bad as they could, as quickly as they could. And after getting home and decompressing and wrapping my noggin around what just happened at the bins, I think the two logical explanations for that, the ones that make the most sense to me are, one, it was a rogue employee who didn't care about their job and was either leaving or getting fired anyway and saw all this stuff and was like, screw it, I don't care. Which I feel like is a little less likely than the second option that I came up with, which was perhaps these were a police seizure, not necessarily a border thing, but like someone was accused of selling fake somewhere and they did a search and seize and they just took everything because that's what they do. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I have no idea, but something like that is the only thing really that makes logical sense to me, because things that are seized like that, I think they are not allowed to be sold to the secondhand market unless they are destroyed, because once they are destroyed, they are no longer counterfeit goods. They're just scraps. So they are allowed to be donated, I guess, then at that point when they're scraps and not counterfeit goods anymore. And perhaps that's what happened, because I don't know how Goodwill would have been okay with losing out on all of the money for all of that designer stuff. Plenty of fake things like Fendi bags and all kinds of other things that I saw that you could just tell, like I said, from a mile away were not real. But if someone out there that's watching this can explain to me, like I'm an idiot, why there would have been an entire bin of real and fake designer things mixed in together that were all destroyed in that way, I would love to know, because I have been racking my noggin for 3 days now over this. I don't know, but I feel like Goodwill should have, I don't know, they should have said something to somebody, because every single person at the bins while I was there was under the assumption that Goodwill had done that. Like either the outlet did it or an employee did it or something, e-commerce did it. I guess we'll see. If I never find another designer thing that's not slashed again, then my opinion might change, but it was heartbreaking, honestly, like absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, I've rambled on now for 10 minutes about that, but I need to know your opinion. I needed to talk to someone else, reseller related, about this. And I wonder if you've ever seen anything like that. If at the bins, have you ever found multiple quantities of things in the same bin that were just intentionally destroyed? Also, if you think any of these things can be salvaged, please let me know. Also, I think maybe, I've never been to a cobbler, so I have no experience, but maybe this is a fix a cobbler could make, because it is a clean like razor blade slice, and then just the other slices over here, you kind of can't see them. So maybe somebody wouldn't care about that. They're not all the way through it all. They're only the surface edge of the leather. This is the only like real damage. I kind of think these boots are too far gone with all of these huge slits down the side, and unfortunately they slid it down the exterior side of the boot too. So it's not like the side you don't see. Oh God, these ones hurt me bad. These hurt me bad, really bad, because these are right on trend. Anyway, so there's that. That's the bad news of the day, and we have a lot of good news to get into, so let's let's do that. We like leave the depressing stuff down there. Okay, this is a stunning, absolutely stunning, very Americana, I guess, without the red, so that's really nice. It's like butter yellow, cream, and blue shades, which is super trendy right now. Blue shades are very trendy. Star quilt. I know I'm doing a horrible job of showing you because this is actually a really big quilt, but look how cool that is. Little like 6-point stars all over it. It does have 2 borders, which is nice. It's got like this little ditzy floral border followed by a white border, and then this little different ditzy floral trim. Let me see if I can show you. A little bit bigger. Oh, there we go. So hopefully editing me will put a picture of it on the screen for you. I couldn't find any quilts that were like this exact pattern, so that's very exciting. I love when I find something that's like somebody made up the pattern by themselves and didn't just like follow, I don't know, particular style. One more time, I'll show you the stars up close. Cute. Okay, so got a quilt. This should do pretty well. I just sold a quilt the other day, and I will be doing a what sold video. Oh my goodness. I'm in crazy town right now in Poshmark. There is a buyer extraordinaire who, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it for the next what sold video. You'll have to wait and see. Okay. Let me close the window so we don't have to hear the dogs barking. And the first thing on the rolling rack, this is cool. This is a 1990? Yeah. 1990, the printed image cotton, what is this? Handkerchief, scarf. Why can't I think of the word? Handkerchief? No. Bandana, there we go. But it has like the zodiac signs all over it. Super cool. There's August. Shout out to my Leos. Yeah, I think this is really cool, especially because it's from the 90s. Right down here, it's actually marked. Let me hold it a little bit more steady so you can see. Very cool. Zodiac bandana. Next. Okay. This was also in a bedding bin, and I was so freaking excited. And then when I got home, I noticed she's slightly damaged, and I feel like if I could sew, this would be something that I could absolutely fix. At least I think I could. I don't know, but I cannot sew, so I think I am going to list it just like this. This is a vintage Victoria's Secret country midi dress, maxi dress, midi dress. Yeah, midi dress in this really cute floral. Are you joking me? Look how cute that is. It's got like flowers embroidered all over the front. Like I said, it's Victoria's Secret country, which I believe is very early Y2K, if not 90s. And it is a size extra small, 100% cotton. I think it might have a date. No date, so I don't know exactly when it was from. But like I said, it does have some damage. Let me show you. How is the best way to show you? I guess just... Okay, so the bottom hemline of the dress, like, I don't know, right around here on your leg, there's a slit. And right at the top of this slit, like right where the slit ends, unfortunately, the fabric has like torn straight across. Like the split is right here. Right there is the slit. Oh my gosh, I'm doing a horrendous job of showing you. So there's the slit, and then unfortunately at the top of the slit, yeah, it's like torn right there. There we go. That's a little better. So that just needs to be like mended back together. Maybe you put another piece of fabric under there and then just sew it straight. I don't know, but I feel like it's in kind of an inconspicuous area, so I think that's going to help me sell it even though it is damaged. But very cottagecore, very soft girl aesthetic. Again, Victoria's Secret country. The straps are so cute too. I love that they're like a little extra wide and they're not just like a really skinny spaghetti strap. So we'll see how this does. Another thing that I was super excited about, but unfortunately it is damaged, but I am obsessed with this, honestly. Levi's for gals. So a vintage Levi's denim chambray shirt with all of these embroideries. Are you freaking kidding me? And when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's such a cool like 70s Levi's shirt. They really made things super cool back then. But then after I looked at it, I think someone did this themselves because they're very like kind of personal embroideries. I know it doesn't seem like that, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. First of all, it's a rainbow. Then we got a little punch buggy over here. So cool. Really cute flowers on the collar. And then all of the buttonholes on the placket are like outlined in this, I don't know, chain stitching maybe, little circles in different colors, every single one of them. So that's so cool, and looks like the buttons have been put on with colored thread as well. And why I think it's like someone's personalized embroideries is because Winnie the Pooh is down here on the cuff of the sleeve, and I don't think that this is a collab with Disney. So Levi's would not be putting Winnie the Pooh on something without, oh, what is that called? A license? Without having a license for his image. So I am under the assumption somebody did this, but look how cool that is. And then the other sleeve has a little elephant. So cute. Are we joking? Like, this is probably one of the coolest shirts I've ever found, I think. And unfortunately, it does have some damage, and my brain cannot remember where the damage was. Oh, there it is. I'm like, am I crazy? There we go. Right here. Right here, unfortunately, it is damaged under the collar. So you can't really see it when it's hanging there, but obviously if you're wearing it, that would definitely be noticeable. So unfortunately, that is going to need to be mended in some sort of way, but maybe you could make it like a visible mend and like kind of do a stitching, like the little like cross stitching like that, and make it blend in, or maybe add some flowers. Like, I don't know. Maybe you could make it blend in a little bit better. And I haven't even shown you the back yet. Like a little beach scene with some seagulls and the sky and the ocean. I don't know. It's just so cute. I wish it wasn't damaged, but I do think it will sell in this condition. So we will see how this does. Let me show you the tag because I don't think I even showed you that. Levi's for gals. Does it have a size still? No, you can't read the size anymore. So we'll just have to measure it. But I think these embroideries are just so cute. Anyway, Levi's. Next, one of the trends from the fall trend report. If you haven't seen my what's trending for fall 2025 video, I will link it here, and you should definitely go check that out. It's crazy how many of the things that I found in the next 2 binge trips that I went on perfectly fit some of these trends, and I'm very excited to see how they do. First of all, this is stunning. This is a Pendleton wool trench coat in this stunning camel color. It's a double-breasted. To me, it gives oversized vibes. It is a size 10, so it's not like a size extra, extra small and very oversized, but it just looks a little bit bigger than a standard size 10. This is in excellent condition. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's 100% wool. It's on the more vintage-ish side for Pendleton. It's not super brand new, but it's not like super old either. We'll see how this does. Very, very excited to get this listed. Most of these things in real time are listed. So if you see something that I'm showing that you don't see across any of my platforms, please let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to get that listed as quickly as possible for you. Next, this is the barn jacket I was talking about in my fall trends video that I wasn't sure how it was going to do because the brand isn't something like super great, but look at the, I mean, just look at it. It's kind of different because this is not quilted or corduroy fabric. It's just like a canvas, which is really nice, but it's so broken in and lived in, and the whole thing is lined. The body is lined in this plaid like shirt material, and then the sleeves are lined in kind of like a quilted, I don't know, I guess nylon material. The collar is corduroy and the brand is Faded Glory. It's a size medium. It does have some stains, so I was almost leaving this at the bins because of these stains, like right here, here. I think it does have a few on the other side as well there. I did pop this through the wash and they did not come out any more than that. So I did list it this way. Right here has some more stains too. But it does have attention already on all of my platforms. So we will see how this does. I think I listed this for like 55. Faded Glory, barn jacket, chore jacket, workman jacket, fisherman core. Okay, next. I thought this was an acne scarf when I found it because of its size. It's very, very long and it's kind of a more wide scarf. Also, it gives that mohair look. I don't know, just very much so look like acne to me. Unfortunately, it has no brand, no tags at all, honestly, but it does have really cute little pom-pom little jinglies here at the little tassels at the bottom. Really cute, extra long. I believe it is 100 inches by 15, something like that. So a really cute scarf to like kind of do one of these with. Just have hanging over your shoulders all the way down. This literally goes almost to my ankles. Or you could like do one of these, kind of like cover your face. Cute. So we'll see how that does. Even though it has no brand, it's extra soft too, like super, super soft. Two summer-ish things. These are Patagonia shorts, and I found them in the same bin. Both size large, I believe, but this one is made with Net Plus material. So this one is made with recycled fishing nets. It's got a really cute like floral pattern on it. Again, it's Patagonia, and there is the tag, size large. And then these are so cute, and I don't need them, so I'm not keeping them, but I love I love cantaloupes, and that's what this pattern is. Little cantaloupe slices all over these shorts. Again, I think these are a size large. Yes, these are not Net Plus, but still Patagonia. Really cute. I think these are the baggy. I think both of these are baggies shorts, and maybe they're the 4-inch inseam, if I can recall. Really, really cute. Cantaloupe, like golden melon print. Next, this is fun, and I'm kind of tempted to keep this because I really like this silhouette. I like the colors and I like the print, but I don't need it. So I did list it already, but as soon as I listed it, I was like, dang, maybe I should unlist that, but it's currently listed. This is a vintage. I have no idea when this is from. I would guess maybe 90s, and I don't know this brand, but a really cool like ink printed, ink wash graphic, all over graphic, oversized dress. It's got a very interesting, almost rounded shape, especially because it has a slight shoulder pad in it. I really love the silhouette of this dress. I think it would be extremely comfortable to wear, and I feel like this is one that people might compliment you on or say something about when you wear it because it's so interesting. Let me get closer so you can see. It's kind of like workman. That's what it looks like to me. Like there's a work truck and it looks like men are doing something. I don't know. I have no idea. It looks like they're doing all kinds of different things all over it. So it's very much so give that like washed ink art style. So we will see how this does. Again, I have no idea the brand. I just bought it for what it looks like. Next, something that fits the dark academia trend. This is a pleated midi skirt, a vintage midi skirt. This is not wool though. I picked this up because it felt so interesting. This is a Scott Taylor microfiber. Yes, 100% microfiber skirt. It's a size medium, and like I said, it feels so interesting. When I think microfiber, I think of like the towels you use to like dry your car off, and it does not feel like that at all. It feels like silk, but a more substantial silk. So that's like I said, why I picked it up. It was very interesting. And look at that. Tons of great movement. A black gothic grunge, whimsy goth, witchy. That's another good skirt. So we'll see how this does. I think this should do pretty well. Next. Oh, you'll have to tell me which trend this fits. This is why I picked this up though. I has no brand, no size, no tag, no nothing. But I picked this up for the 70s Western romance trend. I mean, you literally couldn't get anything better. It's red. It's got floral. It's Western. It's vintage. Romantical, to me at least, anyway. It does have some, I don't know if you can see that, like wear to the fabric, the collar. The fabric of the collar here, just right here, like on the inside at the high touch points. Really cute, like floral pattern, mini floral pattern. Very Western. It does have red pearlized snap buttons. So I think this should do pretty well. Next, oh, I think we finally got to one that you watched me pick out of the bin in the first clip. This is so cute. This is very Y2K to me, very 90s. I love, absolutely am obsessed with the sleeve. I don't think I would have picked this up if the sleeve wasn't like this. I mean, I probably should have because it's a very baby doll style. So aside from the sleeve, it does have that going for it. I love a dramatic sleeve, and this is very dramatic. I feel like this would give like such good movement on. This is a Nanette Lepore size 2, 100% silk, like wrap baby doll top. Very cute, and I think this might do pretty well on the Depop. Next, I was shocked to find this in the bin. I picked this up and I was fully expecting it to be like Shein or Fashion Nova or Forever 21, and to my surprise, this little cheetah mini dress is actually Reformation. So that's super cool. It's a size medium and in really great shape. Has a little slit right down here. Like I said, it's a very much so a mini dress. I haven't listed this one yet, so I don't know what this is called in real time. I apologize, but excellent condition on this. So we shall see how this does. Next is something else I'm pretty sure you saw me find in a clip. I was very excited to find this. This is a wooden ships, which you can almost tell wooden ships just by looking at it. It has very much so a look to the brand, just like Lily Pulitzer or Missoni. They look like they are that brand. Oh, you gonna get a drink, friend? Audrey needs a drink. Please hold. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Like I was saying, this brand very much so just has a very distinct look. Wooden ships. It's a size medium large, small medium. And it says game day on it. I mean, if this was green or orange, it would absolutely be staying with me. But it is blue and white, and there are tons of football teams that are blue and white, so I think this should do very well. Obviously, it doesn't have to be just football. It could be baseball, it could be soccer, it could be any game, but football immediately came to mind when I saw this, so I think this is going to do really well, and it's in really great shape too. Very exciting find for this one. Next, this was just laying on the top of the bin, and I saw the logo or the tag staring at me, and I was like, why does nobody want that? Probably because it has a giant hole in it or something, right? No. This is a Brooks Brothers men's goose down puffer vest, and it's in excellent shape. I think it does have, yeah, right here on this panel, like right in this area, it does have a small mark right there, but it's really hard. There we go. You can kind of see it right there. Other than that, though, it's in really great shape. And like I said, this is goose down. This is not like a lightweight vest either. This kind of gives like a North Face 650 fill or 600 fill kind of vest vibe. Is kind of what it feels like or like a bivy vest from Patagonia. It's kind of the vibes of this. Very fisherman, angler core, or even dark academia, perhaps. This is a size extra large. There's the Brooks Brothers tag. I don't know how old it is. Let's see if I can tell you. No, it doesn't say anything on here. This is just about the fabric, I think. Yeah, no. But a really nice men's navy goose down Brooks Brothers vest. I can't imagine this was cheap by any means. So we'll see how this does. Oh, gotta put it on the right way. Next. I am surprised. This sweater has a hole, right? Yes, it does have a hole, which I didn't see until I got home, but I probably still would have purchased it anyway because this is a J. Crew cashmere sweater and the hole is not like gigantic. It's right there. Unfortunately, it is like right in the front of the sweater, but it still has, at last check, I think it was over 10 likers on Poshmark alone for this particular style sweater. I believe this is the oversized boyfriend cashmere cardigan, I think. So that might be one to be on the lookout for. Perhaps it would have sold already if it didn't have the small hole there. Let me show you the tag. It's a size large, and other than having that tiny hole, it just has a few small little pilly balls, I guess, that my sweater shaver missed. So maybe I'll have to hit that one more time. But other than that, it's in really great shape. So we'll see how long this takes to sell. Next, another thing I was shocked to find, and I think I maybe found it on camera if I remember, because I found it when everyone else was waiting for a hard goods row to come out, and I was the only person shopping on this entire row by myself. So I'm pretty sure I filmed it, I think. Anyway, this is a Melanzana grid t-shirt, a women's size large, right? Women's, yes, women's large, Melanzana, Melly, whatever you want to call it, right there. Whoa, Melanzana grid t-shirt. And I believe I listed this for over $150. These are very expensive, and they almost are more expensive on the resale market than the retail market because you cannot go to this store, which is in Leadville, right? Yeah, Leadville, Colorado. You cannot go here and just buy brand new current season things. You have to have an appointment to shop with them, and I think at having an appointment, you're limited to a certain number of garments per appointment, I think, or maybe you're limited to a certain number of garments that are older, seasoned, or used that you can buy per visiting the store, something like that. You can't just walk in there and buy whatever you want, put it that way. So the resale on these, in my experience, has almost always been higher than the retail, and this is in really great shape, so I'm very excited to see how this does. Next, this is so cool. I have to take it off the hanger. And another one I'm not going to be able to show you, unfortunately, because it's gigantic. So, oh, I guess I can show you. It's not as big as the quilt. Look how cool this is. This is a vintage, I would assume, silk scarf. And it's one of the biggest scarves. Like, this is much bigger than any Hermes scarf I've ever found. And in my experience, Hermes scarves are huge. This is bigger than that. Silk scarf, and it's in a slime green color, which we love, and it's got fish all over it. Are you kidding me? Like, how cool is that? And I think it's big enough that somebody could absolutely wear this as like a cover up at the beach, you know, like one of these type of moments, like tie it right here and kind of wear it as like a dress or something. Hello. Something like that, you know, and because it is so big, you could totally wear this in so many different ways. Unfortunately, no brand, no tag, no anything. It looks like at one point it did have a little tag, but it is been cut off. So I did just list it as like unbranded, but I am obsessed with this color. And if you watched my fall trends video, you will know this is a very trendy color for the fall winter season. So hopefully that the color helps this to sell. Next. Oh, my Lanta. So I knew this was a good brand thanks to you guys. I found this brand and another brand. What was it called? Lavender something, I think. Kids brand once before, and I picked them up because they were so cute, and you guys let me know that they were really great, like Bolo brands. This indeed is a Bolo brand, Well Dressed Wolf. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of showing you that. This is a girl size 5, and this is the, oh my goodness, the Wonderly dress, the Wonder dress. It's one of their heritage pieces, and to my shock, one of their most sought after dresses. Like, who would have thought? Not me for sure, because I listed this dress, I think, for $100, this used little girl's dress. So we'll see how this does. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's super soft, very cute. Little like embroidery there on the chest, has some buttons up the back. Okay, so not everything from this brand is made the same or has the same resale value. Some things are much more sought after than others, which was new to me, this being one of them. So yay, we love that. So cute. So cute. And I feel like, again, if I was a dress girly, this would absolutely be staying with me. I love all the different floral patterns, especially these two. How cute. I almost wish the whole dress was made out of these two patterns and didn't have this darker shade on the top, but that's just my personal preference. This is a Natural Life dress. It's a size extra large. It has like scallop trim to the sleeves and the hem. Is that scallop? Yeah, it's scalloped. Really cute, super lightweight maxi dress. Again, Natural Life usually does pretty well for me. So we'll see how she does. Oh, I think you guys saw me find this as well in the bin. This is cute. I was hoping the fabric content was going to be a hair better, but that's okay. This is a Land's End cardigan, very cute with all of these like 3D intricate embroideries here. I really love that. This was what sold me on this sweater. Perhaps I would have bought it if it was just a tan cardigan because it is a button front, but the little embroideries are really what sold me. I believe this is a cotton blend. Mostly cotton though. Hello. Yeah, cotton and nylon. So we'll see how she does. Cute little sweater. Next, oh my goodness, this is so pretty. And again, fits one of the trends, very 70s Western romance, in my humble opinion. This is a vintage, I would guess 90s. Let me show you the front. Midi skirt, right? No, maxi skirt from Lauren Ralph Lauren. Like I said, it's a more vintage tag. And unfortunately, the only one of these tags somebody cut out was the fabric tag, which is, explain that to me like I'm stupid, please. But okay, it's a size 6. I would guess it is silk, but I have no way of knowing for sure, unfortunately. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's a rayon, but again, really, really cute 70s Western romance vibes maxi skirt. Another skirt, very different vibes though, but definitely one I would have absolutely wanted in high school, and current day me cannot believe this is something I 1000% would have worn. What? No shade to anybody out there who wants to wear a micro mini skirt. You do you rock your little mini skirt, but I cannot believe this is absolutely something I would have worn. Like, I would literally feel naked if I wore this, especially if I even like stepping out of the house. I would be like, absolutely not. Anyway, I do think this vintage Hollister, and I think this is truly a Y2K Hollister skirt because this looks like a tag I remember from back in my day. Also, I think they used to do the sizing, like junior sizing, and now I don't know if they do sizing like this anymore. I think they do the 000-246. I think that's the sizing they have now, and this is a older Y2K skirt, micro mini denim skirt. I would have worn this with leggings and Uggs and probably a Abercrombie hoodie. Anyway, Hollister, like I said, I think this is a Depop special. This is one I'm very tempted to keep for myself, but I know I've told you before, if anything I have a plethora of, it is jackets. This is a men's jacket, but I still really like it. I don't really care that it's technically a menswear brand. This is definitely a bolo if you've never heard of it before. Billy Reed. This is a size large. This is so soft. I believe it's a cashmere wool blend. Let me tell you so I'm not lying. Oh no, wool and linen. Wool, linen, and polyester blend. Like sports jacket, not sports jacket, bomber jacket with these really cute like elbow patches, but they are the same fabric. It's just kind of embroidered in a circle patch style there on the elbow. Very dark academia. So we'll see how this does. Okay, just a few more things, friends, but look at this. I am obsessed with this, and for the life of me, I could find nothing, and I mean nothing, about this brand. And this is, at my guess, maybe a silk blend vintage kimono. It's floor length, I believe. Yes, floor length open wear kimono with this stunning magenta and purple pattern overall. Look at that. I mean, are you kidding me? It's got butterflies. Here is the brand. Coral Iskandar. I think that's what that says, right? Yes. It's a size large, and again, for the life of me, could not find anything on this brand. So I just listed it based on style, and I don't know. I think it's stunning. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So we'll see how this does. Next, another thing that was in the blanket bin. This is a Y2K girly pop 100% linen tennis wrap skirt that has a belt built in that's the same fabric by Burberry. Okay. Burberry London. It's a US size 4, and it does have the little Novacek like trim around the inside there. Other than that, it's no noticeable logos or anything like that. This skirt could fit into a few categories. I feel like it could fit dark academia, even though it's a lighter color. It's a cute little tennis skirt. It could probably fit coquette, soft girl aesthetic, all of those things. Very excited to see how this does. A linen tennis skirt. Next. Oh, these were given to me. Jessica gave me these. Thank you so much. I don't think she watches my channel, but she gave me these, and she was like, they look like your style, like a baggy pant. Maybe you could wear them. And I was like, girl, I am in no way, shape, or form a size petite extra small, but I so appreciate you. These are soft surroundings. Like I said, a petite extra small. They are the wide leg crop jean, and if these were my size, I probably absolutely would keep them. They have really cute little buttons down the front. I love the dark denim color. They're really like comfortable pull on style jean. They have like interesting seams here, which I like, that go down into the buttons. Anyway, soft surroundings, petite extra small. Can I tell you what they, oh, they don't have the price hang tag anymore. They just have that. So we'll see how these do. Okay, and then last is something kind of different. This is a, I would assume this is a napkin. So I have that. And then I have, unfortunately, I only have one of the smaller pieces. Like I said, I think it's a napkin because I think this is a tablecloth. But I saw this in obviously a linen bin, and I was like, ooh, that's sparkly. What's that? And when I felt it, I was like, this does not feel cheaply made, so I need to inspect it a little closer when I get to my cart. And then I found a tag on it. First of all, I found this. So somebody had it dry cleaned once upon a time. But like I said, I found a tag. And I believe this is a mid-century modern, what does this say? Manufactured by Chicago Weaving Corp. That's what that says. So I think this is a mid-century modern tablecloth. It is in excellent condition for being white. I mean, are you kidding me? So we'll see how this does. I think this is very exciting and interesting to try this. I love finding like mid-century modern things because a lot of people like to decorate in that style. So we shall see. Whoa, how this does. Hang her back up and I'll just show you the little napkin again. I think this has a tag on it as well, or no? Oh no, no tag on this one. So, but look at that silver. Like, that's so cool. It literally looks like metal, and it's not like sprayed on there. That is the fabrics. Yeah, maybe it is metal fabric. Very interesting. Okay. Ooh. Okay. And with that, that is the end of this thrift haul. Again, if you have any ideas, thoughts on the damaged goods, please, please, please share them below, because I have been racking my brain trying to figure out why anyone would do that. And I shared with you what I thought were the two most logical reasons for that possibly happening. Anyway, if you want to let me know in the comments below which item I thrifted is your favorite, that would be awesome. And as always, if you took the time to watch this video and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on the way out, that would be awesome. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.